Hi everyone, welcome to MindBlend. Picture this, an activity that seems harmless, even pleasurable, but could have serious repercussions on your brain. Yes, today we're talking about the dangerous effects of masturbation. Now, you might be thinking, what? Masturbation? A danger? It's a common reaction. After all, it's often portrayed as a normal, even healthy part of life. You might have heard it can relieve stress, or that it's a safe alternative to sexual activity with a partner. And in moderation, it can be. But what happens when it crosses that invisible line from healthy to harmful? It's a topic shrouded in misconception and misinformation. Many of us are unaware that excessive masturbation can have considerable impacts on our brain, the command center of our bodies. From memory to mood, sleep to stamina, the effects can ripple through our lives in ways we might not even realize. Here's the kicker. These effects aren't immediate. They're subtle, creeping in slowly, making it hard to connect the dots between the cause and the consequence. It's like trying to see the wind. You can't see it directly, but you can see its effects on the world around you. So why are we talking about this? Because knowledge is power. Understanding the potential dangers can help us make informed decisions about our bodies and our health. It's not about inducing fear or shame, but about promoting awareness and healthy habits. But we're not here to just scratch the surface. We're going to dive deep into the 10 dangerous impacts of masturbation on your brain. We'll break them down one by one, shedding light on the hidden dangers that lurk beneath the surface of this seemingly harmless activity. So, are you ready to challenge your perceptions and uncover the truth? Great. Buckle up as we dive into the 10 dangerous impacts of masturbation on your brain. Firstly, let's peek into the pleasure trap. The brain releases dopamine, a feel-good hormone, during masturbation, which can lead to addiction. Now, dopamine is like the reward currency of the brain. It's what you feel when you take that first bite of a chocolate cake, or when you finally crack a tough puzzle. It's the brain's way of patting itself on the back. But here's the catch. When you frequently stimulate the release of this hormone through masturbation, the brain starts to crave that rush, that pat on the back. And before you know it, you're caught in a cycle of seeking pleasure, much like any other addiction. This isn't about demonizing masturbation. It's about understanding the potential risks. It's about recognizing that too much of a good thing is not just a worn-out cliche, but a real warning. Just like any other addiction, this too can lead to a downward spiral. Next up, we step into the memory maze. Excessive masturbation can lead to memory loss and concentration difficulties. Let's delve deeper into this issue. When we overindulge in this solitary activity, it tends to consume a considerable amount of our mental energy. This energy is crucial for cognitive functions such as memory and concentration. When depleted, these functions are less effective, resulting in memory lapses and difficulty focusing. Imagine trying to navigate a complex maze with a foggy mind. It's not only difficult, but also highly frustrating. That's exactly how memory loss and concentration difficulties can feel. In addition, the excess release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure, can also disrupt the balance of other brain chemicals that play a key role in our ability to remember and concentrate. This isn't to say that masturbation is inherently harmful. Like many things in life, it's all about moderation. Remember, your brain is a precious asset that needs to be protected. Now, let's embark on the emotional roller coaster. Excessive masturbation can lead to emotional instability. You see, our emotions are not just abstract feelings. They're deeply tied to our physical health. When we overindulge, we can throw off our emotional equilibrium. And this can manifest in a number of ways. First, consider mood swings. One moment you're on top of the world, the next you're down in the dumps. This is due to an overproduction of dopamine, the pleasure hormone. When it's constantly triggered, it can lead to these intense fluctuations. Next, let's talk about depression and anxiety. Overstimulation can exhaust the brain, leading to feelings of emptiness, sadness, and even panic. Your mind, in essence, becomes a victim of your own actions. In conclusion, the emotional roller coaster of excessive masturbation is a ride no one should willingly get on. Maintaining emotional balance is crucial for overall well-being. Next, beware of the sleep snatcher. Masturbation can disrupt your sleep cycle, leading to insomnia. Now, it's not just about feeling groggy the next day. Consistent lack of sleep can lead to a cascade of health issues. Imagine a domino effect that starts with your brain's control of your body's internal clock. When your sleep cycle is out of sync, your body's natural rhythm stumbles. This can lead to problems with memory, concentration, and decision-making. It can even affect your mood, making you more prone to stress, anxiety, and depression. Not to mention, it also puts a strain on your physical health, increasing your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. So the next time you're tempted to trade sleep for a moment of pleasure, remember the cost might be higher than you think. A good night's sleep is more important than you might think. Lastly, let's confront the energy eater. Excessive masturbation can lead to fatigue and lack of energy. It's a bit like driving a car with a leaky fuel tank. You're constantly refilling, but you never seem to get very far. It's a cycle that's easy to fall into, but hard to break out of. When energy levels dip, the effects ripple across your daily life. You might find yourself struggling to concentrate, making mistakes at work, or simply feeling too tired to enjoy the activities you love. It's a slow slide into a world of lethargy and lackadaisical behavior. The key takeaway here is balance. We're not advocating for complete abstinence, but rather a mindful approach to personal pleasure. It's about understanding the potential consequences and making informed decisions. So remember, your energy isn't infinite. It's a precious resource that needs to be conserved and used wisely. Energy is the fuel that keeps us going. Don't let it be drained. We've taken quite a journey today exploring the hidden dangers of masturbation. It's been an enlightening exploration, to say the least. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned. We started off by unveiling the hidden dangers, peeling back the layers to reveal the underlying risks, often masked by temporary pleasure. Remember, it's not always about what meets the eye, but rather the unseen repercussions that can have long-term impacts. From there, we delved into the pleasure trap. We learned how the brain can become enslaved to the dopamine rush, leading to addiction. It's a sweet yet deceptive trap that can leave one stuck in a vicious cycle. Next, we navigated through the memory maze, discussing how excessive masturbation can affect cognitive abilities. We learned how it can potentially impair memory and concentration, making it harder to navigate the labyrinth of our minds. Then, we embarked on an emotional roller coaster, highlighting the emotional toll that can come with excessive masturbation. From anxiety to depression, we delved into the emotional ups and downs that can disrupt our mental equilibrium. We also touched upon the sleep snatcher, emphasizing the potential impact on sleep patterns. We discussed how it can lead to insomnia, robbing us of the restful sleep our bodies and minds desperately need. And lastly, we tackled the energy eater, exploring how excessive masturbation can sap our vitality. We learned that it can leave us feeling drained, hindering our ability to function at our full potential. In conclusion, we've discovered that the dangers of excessive masturbation extend beyond physical consequences. They can infiltrate our mental and emotional health, affecting our cognitive abilities, emotional stability, sleep patterns, and energy levels. Thank you for joining us on this exploration. If you found this video informative, do subscribe to MindBlend for more such insights. Remember, knowledge is power. Until next time, stay safe and keep learning.